And welcome to Flash and Friends. Hey, Roxanne, did you get all your emails checked?
Yeah, multitasking.
Listen,
over here,
it was
Flash.
a busy week here at the Beasley Media Group.
We got struck by lightning.
I tell you, yeah, Monday we got a major hit of lightning to where, I mean, most of the time if something happens, a computer or something, you just go and replace it or whatnot. We had to make an insurance claim. It's bad.
All the IT people were working so hard, just running around like they were like this. If you saw them on Monday afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Every single one of them were running like crazy. I mean, boards were this big mixing console you see here was just smoking. I mean, it was not good. And I was out on the side of the building driving up when that lightning struck. Yeah, it was a serious event.
No way.
Right there. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think I posted a Facebook a thing. I actually had parked. I didn't realize that it had directly hit the building, but I had parked up front and I put a little thing on Facebook. Just in the car because I couldn't get out. It was hailing.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I know. I saw the hail. I saw the hail.
Monday afternoon. I mean, that was one of those Florida afternoon thunderstorms. And as I'm panning around with the camera, a big old bolt of lightning hit again. Boom! It was out in the courtyard area. And I'm telling you, it was ferocious. Lightning is nothing to mess with, people. No, I'm telling you right now.
I did hear, this is a really sad story, but someone just recently passed away. I think this was in England. They were struck by lightning. Mm-hmm. They were holding a selfie stick.
No. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me?
Put your selfie sticks away at Disney World and put them away when there's a thunder and lightning storm.
Thunder. Well, you know what scares me, honest to goodness, with everything, I've always thought, wow, it's raining. That's why I never use an umbrella.
Right.
I mean, the base of the thing is made out of metal, and it's got a metal rod that sticks out of the top. It just screams, hey, strike me.
I've had that same thought. And I'm not like a cat. I don't care about getting a little rain on me. That never bothers me. Some people,
same here.
You hate getting rain on you, Bill? Are you okay with it? I'm fine with it.
Bill will melt.
I'm fine with it.
Bill will melt.
It's just water. We take showers every day, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's my Wizard of Oz impression. But yeah, a serious crazy stuff going on here at the Beasley Media Group. So hats off to our engineers for us even being here today to be able to do this. Of course, our friends, Xtra Medium, and the thousands of employees that Bill has to keep under control over there to put this show together. Tampa Bay Nightlife.tv. Had a great time out at Dubai, a 4th of July party. We had a big monsoon hit us right before then, but the night was successful. So thanks to Jose and the gang, we had red, white, and blue drink specials all night. It was a great time. I actually, they redid the whole place. If you came out for the first week, you'll notice the second week they moved our DJ booth onto the stage where we were.
Sure. Where
me and Matt the Brat spin the records all night long. And opened up the dance floor. They got the whole sound system redone. I mean, it sounds phenomenal, and it's so cool because I can actually take the wireless microphone live on the air and walk out in the middle of the dance
interview
floor.
People on the dance floor.
Oh my God, we had such a good time. So make sure you come out. We're going to be out there
Were you twerking?
Every Saturday. And I was twerking it.
A lot of twerk.
I was twerking a little bit. Good. And we're starting a karaoke night on Wednesday night. Starting tonight, I'll be doing karaoke out there every Wednesday.
Karaoke. I will definitely have to come out for a Wednesday karaoke night. What time does it start?
We start at 9 o'clock.
That's kind of past my bedtime, but I'll be there for you, Flash. For you, I'll get there.
See, that makes me feel even more special, Roxanne Wilder. I'm just telling you like it is. Hey, we got a great show planned for you guys today. Dr. Love, Dr. Gina, you've heard her around on some of the local radio stations here in the Tampa Bay area. She's going to be on with us, and we're actually working on a project which we will unveil a little bit later on the show.
Get all your sex and love questions ready. Mm-hmm. Not you, him.
Oh,
get all your sex and love questions ready.
So we'll tell you where we can do that, and of course they're owners of the Powerhouse.
Yes, Powerhouse Gym in downtown Tampa.
Love that place, man.
Really cool place. I have friends who work out there.
I'm hoping they can work something out with this right here. How do you stay so fit? It's like you and your...
I stay fit because of Thin Energy. That's part of it.
Is it Thin Energy? Mm-hmm. I heard it was like mason jar salads you were doing or something like that.
Mason jar salads.
What is a mason jar salad? What is that?
It's basically a mason jar, and you can cook them or not cook them, but prepare them on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you do all of your salads so that you have them Monday through Friday, and then you don't have to think about it, and they're really healthy.
What goes in that?
So there's a formula.
Yeah.
And so that's why you can prepare them Sunday, and they'll last through the week, and they won't spoil or have the lettuce wilt.
Mason jar salad, okay.
So you put on the bottom, you put the dressing, you put your oil-based dressing, whatever you want it to be, balsamic vinaigrette or whatever.
Oh, I love me some balsamic vinaigrette.
And then you put your more less... What would it be? Permeous vegetables? Is that the right word?
I don't know. I don't know those big words, Roxanne. I count on you for the big words.
I think that's what the word is.
Would that be like lettuce?
No.
No?
Less less porous. We'll say that.
Okay.
So, for instance, your cucumbers or your tomatoes, you kind of
gotcha.
stack those.
Okay.
So it's a nice barrier between the dressing and the vegetables.
Gotcha.
Then you put like a noodle or couscous or quinoa. Then you put your greens.
Big words again.
Yes. And then on top you can put blueberries, some of the more mushy stuff. Or
do
you
the,
can put like cheese on top too.
Where do the boiled eggs go?
On top.
Oh.
They go towards the top.
Really?
Good question.
All
So there's a formula to it.
What kind of
follow the
dressing do you
formula.
like?
I like, as I mentioned, balsamic vinaigrette. I like avocado vinaigrette. I like anything
Can
pretty
you jam
healthy.
some ranch down there in the bottom, or is that not?
You could if you wanted to.
Yeah, would that, you
Sure.
think that'd
No,
mess
that's
something
not
up?
too. That's not too rednecky to jam some ranch down there in the
I'm
bottom.
gonna jam a
No.
little ranch down in my mason jar. It's a mason jar salad for
Yes.
crying out, Bill.
You can get
Bill's,
as creative
Bill over
as
here
you want
looking at
to.
me like I lost my damn mind. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. Give me a little ranch dressing up in there. Paula Street's mom loves ranch dressing.
It's
Ask
so
her, she'll tell
good,
you.
isn't it? The best.
Yeah, I love it.
I put ranch dressing. You can
get
put
the
it on
low-fat
pizza.
kind.
You can put it on French
yeah.
fries.
My daughter used to do that. I thought she had lost her dang mind. But
it's
now
good.
my grandchild, she dips it in ranch. She'll get a pizza. She'll get that little Hungry House
Not
deal.
just for vegetables. No.
It's good stuff. It's like the Hidden Valley all up in there.
So we've got a great show lined up for you today because Dr. Gina is going to answer all of our questions regarding sex, technology, too much work in the workplace, so then not enough time in the bedroom.
Right.
Wah,
And I'm
wah,
telling
wah.
you, you don't think it's a serious problem, but I understand that is one of the top reasons of people splitting up.
I bet.
So we'll talk to Dr. Gina. That's all coming up next on Flash and Friends. While you're here, make sure you like our page. And if you notice, thanks to Dr. Gina, we got a ton of likes this week, and we appreciate everybody. So share us, and we'll be right back with the show in cyberspace.
This segment is powered by TampaBayNightlife.tv, Tampa Bay's video entertainment guide and home of Tampa Bay's top 20 things to do with a new show every Friday.
Hey, it's the Flash Man. Join us this Saturday night as we broadcast the Saturday Night Dance Party live at Club Dubai. Join me and Matt the Brat as we mix all of your favorite dance music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. The first 105 people get hooked up with a free Q-Teeny. Ladies, you're in free till 10 p.m. with $3 Q-Teenies all night. The Saturday Night Dance Party live at Club Dubai. Doors open at 9 p.m. Club Dubai, 3849 Northdale Boulevard in Carrollwood. For VIP and table reservations, call 813-502-3237. Flash and Friends is powered by Xtra Medium Productions, your high-definition, full-service production studio. Call 727-584-4500, extramedium.com. Hey, and we're back. It's Flash and Friends. Hey, by the way, again, thanks everybody for liking the page, and I'm going to tell you where we got a ton of our likes this week here in just a second, but we've got Dr. Gina Love. Can I call you Dr. Gina? Or do you like just Dr. Love?
You know, whatever you want to call me.
You'll answer to both?
I will answer
It's
to
like
both.
Dave or Flash. I do the same thing. We'll answer to both, right?
I'm going to try, exactly, either one. I'm going to try to stay focused on the interview, but did you see this, Flash? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Gina
check
is
that
on the
out.
cover of this national magazine, and just on account of just being in incredible shape.
Oh,
That's
thank
why
you.
you're in the
I
magazine,
didn't,
right?
I didn't
and
flip
all
to
the
the
other
pages.
cool
Let
things
me
you
have
do.
that. Never mind. I'll look at that later.
That is so
Yeah,
neat.
check it out. Bill's got it up on the screen for you right now. You can do a snapshot. Do your little screenshot right now on that. Unbelievable stuff. But thanks for being here, man. And we've heard you on
My
a
pleasure.
ton of radio stations around the Tampa Bay area, and a lot of success. And you and I got something we got to share with the folks here in just a couple of minutes. But give us a little bit of your background. What do you do for your business as far as on your day to day?
Well, I'm a psychotherapist, and I'm also a sex therapist.
Okay.
I've got my own private practice where I see patients all day long. And I actually started off, I'm originally from Miami, and I moved to LA to actually pursue
I know somebody
modeling.
from Miami area too.
You too.
She could be sitting right next to you.
I know. I wonder who
My
it is.
family's originally from there. Okay, so you're part of your client-based sex therapist. So what are some of the typical cases, situations that you see? I mean, is there a trend right now in sex therapy that you've noticed?
Yes, I think the trend right now is that women have low sexual desire because I think there's a lot of stress and pressure in the world
Oh, yeah.
nowadays.
Sure.
And I think men are having performance anxiety. Those are the two huge issues I'm seeing right now.
Really?
Yeah.
How does technology, we were talking about that off air, how does technology factor into sex and relationships hurting or helping?
technology is hurting 100% relationships because I feel that we've lost that connection. We're constantly now searching for this instant gratification. You don't really need to talk to anyone. You're just looking at a screen
Right.
and you're getting your needs fulfilled, or you think you are. So when you come home, you just go straight to your phone, or you're on the computer, or you're watching TV.
Wow.
And you lose that connection with your spouse.
Never thought about it like that, but I guess that makes perfect sense. Wow. So what do you do to help folks in situations like that?
Well, it all starts about having a positive mindset, about changing your environment. I think that the mind is like a muscle. It's like working out. So you have to train your mind. You're so conditioned to now do things a certain way. It becomes a habit.
Sure.
So it's really changing that habit and learning to connect again with your spouse. And it's going to feel forced at first, but for example, when the husband, he wants to maybe get home and have a romantic evening with his wife. Well, don't just go home and expect that. She's been with the kids all day. She's been cleaning the house.
She's been working too, or nowadays
Exactly.
Both.
Or she's been working all day.
Both
Yes.
men and women have to work to keep a household.
You know what I want to ask you about in terms of mindfulness, because that's something that's really lacking in society nowadays, because people are they're not living in the moment, and sex is really about being in the moment. So you have to incorporate some of that into your life in order to have good habits in the bedroom, I would guess.
Yes, absolutely. I think that stress makes you think too much about the past. Oh, what haven't I done? Or the future. What's going to go on tomorrow? I have all these bills, or I have this huge project I have to do tomorrow. But really being in the moment, stopping your thoughts and going, okay, I'm here now, grounding yourself and really focusing on what's in front of you. And it's an art. You have to practice it every day.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And it's such a big thing. I mean, you've got to be packed. You probably got a line waiting outside the door at the office every morning, don't you?
I do. It's funny because I noticed that just because I've been doing this for several years now, but the past couple of years, I've been increasingly seeing more people because of the way our society has turned into.
Do you have people, I'm sure there's a learning curve, maybe is the right phrase to describe your relationship with them. They come to you at first. It's awkward to have conversations about sex with anybody, but definitely someone who is a stranger. So there's probably that initial period where you're trying to get that person to be comfortable to talk about their issues.
Or do you find it to be easier to talk?
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe with a stranger.
Obviously, it's like doing radio or doing whatever job you have. Does it get easier over time to?
It does.
And do you find that there's a common thing with most situations?
I use humor a lot. So when someone comes in my office, I just start cracking jokes with them.
That's a good
getting
thing.
them comfortable.
Right.
Like I'm your buddy. I'm your friend now. Just get in here. We're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about your problems, and it's going to be okay. You're in a safe environment. No one's going to know about it. This is your time to just be about you, no one else.
I'm
That's
sure.
awesome.
Yeah. And with the humor too, I mean, you probably humor is a good antidote for any area of life that's stressful for us.
Sure it is.
For example, I had a girl that came in yesterday who broke up with her boyfriend. So she was crying and stuff. And I go, you know what? Let's do a little chart here. We're going to do your thought, feeling, behavior. What's the thought that you have? Okay, well, let's talk about the jerk. So the jerk, that's what you think about. How are you feeling? Sad. So let's replace it. Okay, the jerk is gone. You're going to get a new life now, and he's away from you. So we try to be funny about it too, so that they don't feel so depressed when they're in the session.
Step back even for what the beginning of our conversation. How did you get into this particular field? I mean, what interests you about that you got into doing this particular field of your work?
Well, I started off as a personal trainer. Well, actually, before that, I was a teacher, and I hated it. I taught 5th grade, did not like it, so I decided to become a personal trainer, moved to LA, and started training people. And I really noticed that as I was training people, their depression was going away, their anxiety, they were just feeling more confident. So I decided, you know what, I want to go back to school and do more with this. I want to combine exercise with psychology.
Because of the mind-body connection. That's so important.
Absolutely. So one of the big things I do now is that I prescribe exercise. So for example, even with children that come to see me that have ADHD, for example, I'll get them off their medication. I'll have them exercise, start getting active. I'll have them get rid of sodas, clean up their diets, and the change is overnight. Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You can use exercise even in the worst. I've had some really bad moments in the last month or so, and I've just said to myself, Roxanne, if you don't get out of the house, get out of bed, and go walk, look at nature, exercise, move your body, you might sit here forever.
You're right.
It can save you.
Well, doesn't it relieve when you exercise? Doesn't it release
Endorphins.
something into your body that you and your big words over there, Roxanne
My
Wilder.
fancy words.
You and your fancy words.
Dr. Gina has fancy words.
Right.
Dr. Love does.
I bet Dr. Love does have some fancy words.
And also what you were saying about the mindfulness, I think when you are exercising or even taking a walk, you're kind of in your moment. You're putting your music on or you're looking looking at what's around you, and you're forgetting about the past or about the stresses in your life.
And that is true. I mean, that's one of the reasons I became a DJ. Music was such a big influence in my life. I found if I was depressed or something, I'd go pop on my headphones or go crank up the stereo system and just listen to my music. And that would always just take me someplace else.
Takes you away.
And I didn't have to
really
go
the
out of the
trick.
house.
The trick is to replace it, to find, I always tell people, make a list of things that bring you happiness. And when you're feeling depressed, pick from that list. Because when you're in that state of mind, it's hard for you to find something to do. But find something. There's listen to music, go take a walk, play with your pets, whatever it may be. But there's something you can do.
What overall advice do you have for someone just with their regular sex life? Maybe they're not coming to you as a patient, but just, hey, these are my ideas based on the line of work that I'm in and your educational background. These are some things that you should incorporate, keep in mind.
Yeah. Well, I always say everyone has a handbook, believe it or not. Get to know that person's handbook. Open it up, read it, talk about it. You know, what are the buttons? What do you like? You know, maybe your girl or your guy likes more verbal attention instead of physical touch. So spend the day sending little messages, or maybe you like considerations like, okay, come home and bring some dinner instead of me cooking tonight. So little things like that. Get to know yourself.
Come home and wax my truck for me. I love that, honey. Gosh, you don't know how much that turns me on.
Right. You have to learn everybody's language of love.
You do. Absolutely.
So do you find that this affects you? And what do you do as Dr. Love after a day at the office? I mean, how do you unwind? And and I'm going to segue right into something that a project that you and I are going to be working on together on one of our radio stations here. But what do you do at the end of the day? What's your happy place? What do you do?
Yeah, well, I think I like to play the piano, so that helps me a lot. But I also have 2 kids. So I understand.
You lie. You do
I
not
do,
have
yes.
two
And they're
Yes,
little,
2
little
kids.
Hang on a
ones.
minute. Look at the picture right there. You
Where
said,
did those kids come
yeah.
from?
2 kids. By the way, I have
Stork
2
dropped
kids
them
too.
off.
They sure did, yes. No, I did carry those 2. But yes, I have 2 kids. So, it is stressful going home. So I just have to find my time to unwind. I mean, I definitely, between leaving the office and going home, I listen to music in my car. I'll call a friend, a good friend, not somebody that's negative and asking me about their problems, but just somewhere that I can also vent and talk or just release my emotions too.
By the way, she listens to Q105 on the way home. That's
Oh,
great. The
yeah,
flash
that'll
drive.
do it.
Nice
Flash
and
drive.
Hey, little flash drive got plenty of music for the drive home. I'm just saying. That's what Roxanne listens to.
Of
She
course
calls
I
it up and puts
do.
her request in. Hey, Flash, how about playing me some Bee Gees or something? Will you?
Yes, I do.
Give me to that dance party going on up in here. My goodness. Well, that's cool stuff. But, getting back to, here at the Beasley Group, we have Money Talk 1010, and it's moneytalk1010.com, by the way. You and I are in the works of doing a show over there where people can actually call in and get free advice.
Yes, I'm so excited about this. I'm glad we're announcing it for the first time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it'll be a free advice show. I mean, basically, it's a time for you to be anonymous and you can call in. We can answer your questions or any problems you may have. It doesn't even have to be about sex. It could be about stress. It could be about, just psychological issues, depression, anything.
Right.
And we'll answer the questions.
And it's
That's so cool.
1010 on the AM dial here in the Tampa Bay area, or you can stream it online. Again, it's moneytalk1010.com. Now, to talk about that, Money Talk, you're probably wondering, well, why would you put it on Money Talk? Well, we just sort of
Money
hit
talks.
on it. Yeah, well, right. We hit on it a little bit. A lot of times people get so involved, and I know I'm guilty of it as well. You get so involved in doing what your daily routine is, getting into work, making money, providing for your household, and then you want to just come home and go to bed.
Yes.
And then you get up and repeat the same thing, and then that becomes your pattern.
Are you getting tired?
I'm a
Are you
little-
saying you're tired
I'm
right now?
also- yeah.
Because Gina had her Cuban coffee,
You didn't save me anything,
I had-
by the way.
No.
some Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and I also had a Thin Energy, which gives me the focus
Let me see that.
and energy
'Cause
that I need
I'm
to
not
have those long
involved.
days you're talking about.
Don't
Flash.
think I'm not
I know.
going
I'm
Go for it.
excited to try that too.
Yes.
Gosh, I need
Can
that.
I drink that? You got to shake it? So anyway.
Be jumping off the walls.
Talk to me a little bit about how stress in the business world affects relationships. Is this safe, Roxanne?
It's extremely
Oh my
safe.
gosh, am
All
I having
natural,
one
healthy
too?
ingredients. Yes, I'm
Smells
giving
like
one
a
to
shot of
Gina.
Jägermeister. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm going
Well,
to do it
as
anyway.
we take our shots, I will explain.
She's dropping.
Oh, that's pretty good. Wow, that is really
Isn't it
good.
good? It tastes so
I'm
good.
excited to try this.
Wow.
All right, let's try this thing.
Thin energy.
Thin energy. Wow.
And it has, you'll like all these ingredients, Gina, because it has CoQ10, green tea, acai berry, mangosteen, Garcinia cambogia,
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's healthy, natural stuff.
Right.
Oh, my God,
That's
so
exactly what I was going to
good.
say, but I couldn't really pronounce the words.
And it's healthy because that's the problem. A lot of time these products have a lot of sugar
Just
in
have
it,
sugar and
But
caffeine,
this is
right.
great. No sugar, 0 grams of sugar. Wonderful. Love
Good
it.
stuff.
You know me with the diabetes. Can't have much sugar, but that's good.
right.
Man, that tastes really good. I like
know.
that.
I really like it.
Try it on ice.
On ice, huh?
It's like a drink.
Like a little...
It's like a
I
cocktail.
like a thin ice on the
Absolutely.
rocks, please.
Well, we're excited about you guys' show, 1010 Money Talk. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be on with the two of you. And
We're looking at Thursday nights from 7 to 8. When I get off the air at
Okay.
Q105, I'll run down the hallway here and we'll get on 1010. And again, it streams. So if you can't pick it up, maybe in Pinellas, a lot of times 1010's hard to pick up in the evenings for the power. But you can stream it online, moneytalk1010.com. But stress in the business world and its effect on relationships.
Yes, and and I was listening this morning on television, and I agree that people are more into making money than taking time off, which is very sad.
It's sad.
So think about it. You're constantly working. Your wheels are running.
For
You
what?
never Yeah. And then
Wear
life's
out.
going to be over, and then that's it.
Yeah,
know.
they
What's
wear
going to
out.
happen?
Sure.
You're losing relationships. You're losing connection
True.
with people. So stress and money, and that's like the number one issue that causes problems in relationships.
Wow.
think about the things, and of course, relationships, spending time together, intimacy would be at the top of this list. But think about the things that you think to yourself, oh, I want to do that when I have more time. I want to get together with these friends of mine who I care about, but I haven't even had time to return a phone call. That, and it's all because you're in this wheel of working.
It
working.
is. Yeah, when I
Reminds
do
me of the
this,
little
when
mouse
I'll
in the
do
wheel,
this.
just running. It never stops. So you just keep on going until the wheel wears out.
Well, to stop. You have
Sure.
to stop and make changes. I mean, that's really what it is. Just go, no, not right now. You have to give yourself a schedule too. Like at this time, I'm stopping. I don't care if everything's not done yet. It'll get done tomorrow.
Well, we're going to stop and take a break right now, and then this wheel is going to keep on turning on
That's
the other
it.
side.
And when we
especially
come
with this.
and when we come back, that's one of the things I'd like to hit on. How do you maybe some things so that you can stop the wheel and get off and take a break and enjoy your life. And we'll do that when we come back. Flash and friends, love us on or like us, or just hit the like right there. See, I'm already getting focused with that thing she gave me. We'll be right back.
This segment is powered by Tampa Bay Nightlife.tv, Tampa Bay's video entertainment guide.
Hey, it's the Flash Man. Join us this Saturday night as we broadcast the Saturday Night Dance Party live at Club Dubai. Join me and Matt the Brat as we mix all of your favorite dance music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. The first 105 people get hooked up with a free Q-Teeny. Ladies, you're in free till 10 p.m. with $3 Q-Teenies all night. The Saturday Night Dance Party live at Club Dubai. Doors open at 9 p.m. Club Dubai, 3849 Northdale Boulevard in Carrollwood. For VIP and table reservations, call 813-502-3237. Flash and Friends is powered by Xtra Medium Productions, your high-definition, full-service production studio. Call 727-584-4500, extramedium.com.
Hey, and we are back, Flash and friends. Dr. Love is in the house. Dr. Gina, thanks for being here today, man. What an awesome segment. I love it.
I love being on here with you guys.
I
It's
love
so
it,
much
love
fun.
it. So,
Do you ever get tired of talking about sex? Like, that is your job, and it's a really cool job.
and you're not a guy, obviously, so I mean,
But are you
I'm
ever
just
like,
saying.
okay, I'm off the clock right now. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And it's not even like when people come in with fetishes and all that, that's kind of fun for me. But when I see couples, that's when I get drained because I'm the referee the whole
Right.
time.
Oh,
So-
no.
So I would say those are the most draining days for me.
I bet it's hard to have friends, too, out in the social environment,
It
going out for a
is.
couple of cocktails and whatnot.
Oh, I have people just
Free
start,
advice.
and especially when you start drinking, all your emotions come out. So I'll have
True.
this
Oh,
one
it-
friend will start crying and take me to the side.
And by the way, we'll see you out at Club Dubai on Saturday night for the dance party.
Gina will be there.
I'll be there. Just come to me for advice.
Stay away from me, right? We'll be
Drink your sorrows
the
away.
dance party will take on a whole new meaning on Saturday night. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Crying on the dance floor.
Hey, listen, I was broadcasting out there with a wireless mic in the middle of the dance floor on the 4th of July. Well, we could just hand the mic around.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. So we talked a little bit before we took a break on, maybe giving some tips on things that can make you slow down and smell the roses, as they used to say back in the day.
Yes.
Slow down and rekindle your relationship. And what are some things that you suggest on that front?
Well, I think first it starts within you. So you have to learn to, I don't want to say meditate, but you have to learn to stop and just be present.
And that's, I guess, the question, really, the deep-rooted question I'm asking. Because for me, it's so hard to do.
Yes.
There's so much it's like everybody says, man, I wish there were more hours in the day. And I fall into that category because there's so much that you have to get done in this amount of time.
You need to make a schedule. You need to give yourself an end. You have to
A
say
what?
An end. An end.
A what?
6 o'clock or whatever time it is, I'm done with my day.
Do you have people that come to you with problems related to social media? Either my spouse, my significant other is on it too much, or relationships that have been found because of social media and connecting?
Yeah. So a couple things I'm seeing. Number one, I think people are kind of comparing their lives to this fake life.
Yes.
So they're now searching for bigger and better things. So now there's this fear of mortality.
It reminds me of that country song, I'm so much cooler online.
Yeah. I know. And you know what? So much happier too, because I even read a study that said that the more often a couple poses, or I should say post photos of them doing happy stuff. Oh, I'm so happy. I love so-and-so so much. The more it is indicative of problems in the relationship.
And I almost compare it to having PTSD. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like if you're in a war scene, you're constantly seeing something. Well, if you're constantly seeing these happy moments, now you go to your house and there's a messy room and there's dinners all over the place. The dishes are piled up. You know, there's stress. You're not going to
Wasn't on my schedule. Just saying.
I know, it's true.
But you start comparing your life to this fantasy, and that's what it is. It's a fantasy. So just like people that have porn addictions, if you're watching porn all the time, well, your sex life's not going to be great because you're not going to ever have that.
It's not going to measure up. Sure.
Exactly.
So what do you tell those people if they're watching too much pornography online, or if they're spending too much time on social media having those images of,
They need to get off.
everything's great?
As
Just-
easy as that.
Right.
You need to shut it off. It's now becoming, it's getting in your brain and it's damaging you. It's damaging your life. When things become a problem like that, it's bad for you. You need to get rid of it. If you can handle it, then fine. But if you cannot handle it, shut it off. It's an addiction.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, so much information. If you'd like to get a hold of Dr. Gina, it's drginacounseling.com. I like to say doctor, but then everybody spells it out. So it's drginacounseling.com. Also on Instagram at drginalove. So
and we
get that
also
right.
want to hear too, because you've got something so cool coming up. First of all, you're now part of the WBFF.
I am. So last November, I went to Miami and I won the whole competition and I got my pro card.
It's amazing.
So now I'm
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Thank you. So now I'm a WBFF pro.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm doing now, I was speaking to the owners back in Miami in November. I'm like, this is a national show. I mean, it's in Vegas, in Canada, in South America, all over the place.
And it doesn't stand for World's Best Friends Forever, by the way.
Oh, well, then I'm totally
BFFs.
off.
It stands for World Beauty, Fitness, and Fashion. So it's basically the fitness world meets Victoria's Secret. It's very glamorous,
That's cool.
beautiful women and men, gorgeous men. So I basically told the owners, I said, Tampa would be a great place. You should really bring it there. And they reached out to me and said, well, if you'll help us promote it, we'll bring it to Tampa. So
That's awesome.
So it's going to be at the Straz Center July 25th. And I'm just
Wonderful.
excited that Tampa's put on the map now as a glamorous city that we can have a pageant like this.
Absolutely.
Looks like we're going to have some more guests on Flash and Friends here
Oh, I
real
will
soon.
bring
So
some
make
hot
sure
people
you're
in.
watching.
Bring your friends,
Just
bring your
saying.
BFFs.
I'll bring my WBFFs.
There you go. The whole WBFF bunch. Come on down. So listen, again, you can check it out. Make sure that you stay tuned to moneytalk1010.com for when we launch the show. And I think, like I said, we're looking at Thursday evenings between 7 and 8 when I get off the air at Q105. We'll run down the hall and open up the phone lines and take calls, give some free advice. And again, if you are in need of Dr. Gina services, hit her website, drginacounseling.com, Instagram at Dr. Gina Love. And again, thank you so much for being here today. It was
so
Thank
awesome.
you, Gina. You're awesome.
Thank
We loved
you.
it.
Made a
I
great
loved it
show.
too.
Hey, also, thanks to our friends here at Beasley Media Group. Thanks to Roxanne for letting us borrow her studio again. I think she got people waiting outside to get in. Xtra Media Productions, Bill, and the thousands of employees that he has that puts this show together. I mean, it takes thousands of people to get this thing to make it look this good. I'm just telling you like it is. Look at this. You see this face? That's how he does that. Also, Tampa Bay Nightlife.tv, your source for anything going on in the Tampa Bay area on the weekends. And by the way, probably the first thing you'll see on when you click on that is Saturday nights at Club Dubai. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing a little hint out there for you a while, Bill. But check us out. We got lots of stuff happening. Q105, myq105.com/events. We are out and about all over the place. And by the way, Wednesday night karaoke. Y'all in for some karaoke Wednesday nights?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Love it.
Listen, starting it tonight, Wednesday nights at Club Dubai, same place we do the Saturday night dance party live. I'll be firing up the karaoke, so get your favorite songs ready and come on out and see us. Rox, you got anything? Is
Yes,
was that
I
my
do.
mom? Was that my mom calling
Yeah,
again?
it was.
Tell her I'll call
yeah,
her back.
we're talking about being mindful and staying focused, and I'm checking
Focus.
checking
Multitasking.
my calendar
On the
because I've got a
air.
current interview
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up. So
is that what
check
it
me
is?
out on the current on the weekends on all Beasley's
So what Rox is saying is get
stations.
the hell out of my studio. I got things to do.
Outta here.
You're not on my schedule at this point. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week in cyberspace.